Well, welcome to the Appalachian Bourbon Society and our 10 best bourbons of 2025. And I say that our because we can't taste every bourbon that's out there. So Daniel and I we each picked our 5 best bourbons. And I told Daniel, I said, well, we've really gotten into rye, at least for me, really started getting into rye this year. And although rye is not part of our 10 best, I asked Daniel to show us what his favorite rye of the year is. And I also, believe it or not, Daniel, have a favorite rye that I picked up in Kentucky, of all places.
Yeah, you're slowly becoming a rye guy. You just hadn't realized it yet.
So let's get the rye out of the way. Daniel,
all right,
what is your favorite rye whiskey of 2025?
This is also the cheapest bottle that I will put on the bar tonight. Silver Springs Sweet Rye, $39.99. That is my rye of the year.
And that was a barrel pick too, wasn't it?
That one actually is a store pick, yes, from McFarland Wine and Spirits, but I've had some other ones that wasn't store pick samples of it, and they're almost just as good. And at $39.99, how do you beat that?
And the reason for me it's so good, because it's not a 95.5 rye. It has got corn in it and a pretty good percentage. So when they talk about being a sweet rye, it really is a sweet rye.
I think that's a great rye for anybody that's trying to get into rye as well. If you're just starting out, trying to get into the ryes, it's definitely sweet. Drinks more like a bourbon than a rye to me, but it's hard to beat it for the value.
Well, topsy-turvy world, did I go for a sweeter rye than Daniel? Absolutely not. I went smoky. When we were up in at Whiskey Row in Louisville, we stopped by, what the hell is it? Buzzard's Roost. I want to call it Rooster Booster. That's a quick trip drink. Buzzard's Roost, and we met the master distiller, and he said, you got to try this. I said, well, I'm really a bourbon guy. He said, no, you've got to try this. Yeah. And what did he put? This smoked barrel. This is their first batch of this. It's not anywhere near as inexpensive as the Silver Springs, but man, this smoky goodness, I fell in love with it. I bought a bottle of it. I got it signed. It may only be I've not seen it in any of the stores. I know that's available at Whiskey Row in Kentucky, and hopefully they'll come out maybe with more in the future. But it is 105 proof. It is a smoked barrel rye whiskey, 95.5. I absolutely love this. This is my rye whiskey of the year.
That's a good choice too. I really enjoyed that one that day when we sampled it. I actually brought home a bottle of it as well. Definitely a good pick. And we're starting to see more and more Buzzard's Roost here in our area too. But like you said, hadn't seen that one yet. And
they're getting, besides rye whiskeys, they do bourbons. In fact, you bought a cigar blend, didn't you?
It's really good as well.
So this year, it is still about bourbon. Next year, we may open it up to more whiskeys. I mean, that's a big category. But this year still, it is the 10 best bourbons. I have 5. Daniel has 5. So Daniel, what is your number 5 bourbon of the year?
So number 5 for me, this is a bottle that initially I didn't enjoy, but it definitely opened up and changed a lot. This is the Bomberger's PFG 2025 release, coming in at 100.2 proof. I really enjoy that one. If I could find another one, I would pick it up.
I really enjoy it too, Daniel.
Yeah.
That is an excellent choice. If you watch the video, we didn't think that much of it the first time we opened it.
Well, I don't think we actually even released the video of the first one.
Yeah, we might not have gone like, whoa, we can't do that. We'll be kicked out of the bourbon community.
Well, no, we went back and tried it. It was so much better than what we said on the video that we actually put out the second video.
That was probably a smart move.
Fresh crack, though, that one,
It is.
was not enjoyable, but it really opened up. That's one of the first bottles that made me believe that bottles do need some time to open up and can change. That one proved it 100% to me that it does happen.
If you're a Baumburgers fan, you've got to try the PFG. To me, it's a little more savory version, but man, it is so good. I would definitely have both the Baumburgers and the PFG on my bar if I could find the PFG.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a buy if you got it. Although not the Baumburgers, this was a absolute surprise for me when I was in Kentucky. Pursuit United, twice toasted, and it is, I think, 108 proof. If you like a good toasted bourbon, do not discount Pursuit United. They are blenders, but man, they do a great job with this one. I paid $65 for it, and it is my #1 toasted bourbon that I like right now, and it's in at #5 on Bourbon of the Year.
And I was so disappointed that I didn't grab one of those while we were up there after I
I
tasted
remember
it.
that going like, you sure you don't want this? Oh, I'm buying too much.
Yeah.
We all bought too much that week.
Definitely did. But yeah, I was definitely disappointed that I didn't pick that.
But didn't
guy
you
up.
order one?
It hadn't made it here yet.
Yeah, but
yes,
you did order one.
I do have one on the
And
way.
you can see I'm liking this stuff. All right, that's #5. Daniel, what's your number 4?
So number 4 for me, and you know I'm a big Russell's fan, so this is the Russell's Reserve 13 coming in at 123.8 proof. This is the 2025 release of the Russell's 13. Really enjoyed that one. Kind of surprised it's number 4 on my list for me a little bit, but still it made my top 5. Definitely enjoyed it.
Do you know that one just missed my top 5? I had pulled it out when I was getting it and going like, oh man, but I go to these other ones so much, and I hadn't had a lot of time with the 13 yet, but I absolutely love the Russell's 13. And I'm not a Russell's guy, but I love the 13.
Yeah, it's definitely good. I enjoyed it for sure. I wish I could find another one of those as well.
Well, Baumburgers is making another appearance, this time the Baumburgers Declaration. This is the 2025. I actually like it even better than the 2024. I think it's an amazing bourbon. It is, can you read the proof on that?
Oh, goodness.
108.
Yep.
108. And this is from Michter's. I did get this when we were at Whiskey Row. They are hard to find and can be pricey. Don't pay too much for it, but if you can find it, maybe just a little bit over MSRP, it is well worth the hunt. And that is my number 4.
So we got 2 Michters in the top 5
Yeah.
for us. So my number 3 is the A. Smith Bowman
I hate
Cask
you.
Strength
I hate you. I don't have an A. Smith Bowman.
batch number 4. So this is 2025 release. I can't talk tonight. Coming in at 139.7 proof.
It's like, we've both been to the A. Smith Bowman distillery, and I'm surprised they had anything that high up in proof. But I remember tasting that. That is really good. I've been a John J. Bowman fan for years, and that just like top of the cake.
Yeah, it does not drink anywhere near 139.7 proof.
That is if you like John J. Bowman and you can get a chance to get that, that is a definite 100% buy.
Yep.
Well, for me, I've been a big fan of Old Fitzgerald ever since you brought me back that 25th anniversary, 13-year VVS.
Yeah.
Very, very special is what it stands for. And I thought, like, I'm going to be disappointed in this because it's not the VVS, but for the money, I thought this was an amazing bourbon. It is another decanter, the Old Fitzgerald 9-year. I think it is 100 proof.
It's 100 proof, yeah.
It's not the 13-year, it's not the VVS, but man, you get that Old Fitz flavor. Not quite as smooth as the older years, but still just as delicious. And it came in at number 3 on my list.
Have you poured the 9 and 13 side by side? Just curious.
I have, and the 13 beat it, but I was surprised by how close they were.
Nice.
I thought like the 13 has it beat, on smoothness. And that's where it won. It was just so much smoother, those extra few years. But the taste is there in the 9, I guarantee you.
I'm getting kind of sad. My 13's about gone.
Well, let's finish it tonight.
All right, number 2 on my list, and my most expensive bottle on the list.
Wait a minute. It's number 2 on your list.
It's number 2 on the list.
Oh, man.
Yeah, unfortunately. This is from Bluegrass Distillers. This is the Elkwood Reserve 18-year bourbon. Now, this is a single barrel coming in at 126 proof, but that was my number 2 for 2025.
It's amazing bourbon.
It is. Really good.
I thought he spent too much money, and then I drank it going like, damn, can I find one?
I spent too much money on it, but it is really good.
Oh, it is. Don't let the name Bluegrass discount you from buying this bourbon if you want a really good 18-year-old.
Yeah, it's really good, for sure.
Well, when we went to Lux Row in Kentucky for the release party that Penelope had, they had their 13-year reserve, which was in a fancy case, and we got it signed and all that stuff. And it is a wonderful bourbon. But what knocked my socks off that night was not the 13-year, something a little younger. The 11-year, the Omega, finished in French oak. I absolutely love this. This is my favorite French oak finished bourbon of all time. I'm trying to find another one. It is amazing. I'd pay over MSRP for it. It's just that good. If you like a good French oak finish, I haven't tasted anything any better than this Penelope Omega.
100% agree with that. That is a very, very good bottle. And if you do find another one, let me know, because mine's gone.
No, let me know. I'll give him what's left in this one. So I can't believe that the Bluegrass was number 2. I thought that's got to be his number 1, and not because he paid the most for it, because it's just an amazing bourbon. Yeah. What can you show us that is better than the Bluegrass 18-year?
So my number 1 for the year, Jack Daniel's 14, coming in at 126.3 proof. That is my number 1 for 2025.
That's a good choice. I almost had the 12-year, I don't have a 14, in my list, but then I realized I hadn't cracked it open. I've tasted it plenty of times, and here and other places, but I'm like, well, I can't really have a bourbon of the year that's not even open on my bar. So it didn't make the list this year. What did make the list was a surprise. I didn't even expect to have a chance of getting it, and I thought, well, I did pay too much money for it. But then after I sampled it, and after you sampled it, I'm going like, no, I didn't pay too much money. And what would that be? The Knob Creek 21-year-old.
Yeah.
Best Knob Creek I've ever tasted.
100%. And that would have been in my list, but I knew you had it in yours, so I didn't include it in mine.
I wouldn't have disagreed with you if you said that was number 1, but
it is definitely one of the tops of 2025 for me as well. If you get a chance to buy it, I say it's a buy all day long at MSRP. I know it's pricey. $249.99 is the MSRP.
Yeah, I paid a little more than that, and I've seen it several places for $300, but they're always in some kind of allocation or points program, and it's just not like they're sitting on the shelf. You can just go and grab it.
I know where one's sitting right now, but they're asking $3.99 for it. So it'll still be there.
I just bought a birthday bourbon, so don't ask me to spend any more money.
But I don't think you would be disappointed with any of these bottles at MSRP. All of these are really good pours, really solid pours. Now, like Mike said, this is our list for 2025. This is what we've been able and fortunate enough to try. We haven't tried everything that's out there, so I'm sure your list will vary a little bit from ours.
Right. Yeah, we couldn't buy everything this year. My wife wouldn't let me. But there's a lot of good stuff out there. And just because we're in Georgia and sometimes you just don't get those allocations down here, we hunt and hunt and hunt for something and we just can't find it. We were lucky when we went to Kentucky and found so many great bourbons and whiskeys that just aren't available here. Yeah. But yeah, so, you know, what do you like? Tell us what is your favorite bourbons of the years. And don't forget, what is your favorite rye whiskey? Next year, we're going to get a lot crazier on here, and we might even throw in some American light whiskeys. So Daniel, we put out our 10 best bourbons and a rye. What do you think, and what would you like to do next year?
Oh goodness, there's so much. I mean, like you said earlier, there's a lot of American light whiskey coming out. Definitely seeing more of that. Had the opportunity to sample a few of those that I've actually really enjoyed. Penelope's had one come out. Short Barrel's put one out. Both of those I really enjoyed. So we might need to do that next year, and then maybe we throw in a finished category as well. Yeah,
I think maybe we could have maybe more than one 10 best of the year, because there's so many categories and they keep breaking out. And I become more and more of a rye fan, and there's so many good American light whiskeys out there. I think we're going to have to open this up to some more contenders. I'm not yet ready for Scotch or Japanese or Irish, but there's a lot of good American whiskey out there that really is giving bourbons a run for their money. So yeah, I think we're going to have some more competitions with ryes and other American whiskeys, just because they are tasty.
Yeah, definitely some good ones out there for sure, other than just bourbons. And the finished category is big too. So, you know, how many cigar batches have we seen this year?
Oh, it's a terrible thing, because a cigar batch is like saying, oh, well, this is a particular version of whiskey with no controls on it. Anyone can call anything a cigar batch, and that's what we've been having. Like, one day we're going to come up with the definitive cigar batch of the year, but it's a tough category because even American light whiskeys have cigar blends now.
Yeah. And you can call anything, like you said, you can call anything a cigar batch if you want to put the name on it. And a lot of that is just marketing. That's why I said, though, but, you know, it's a finished category, because it's finished in something. So
let us know in the comments, and we always do this at the end of the year, would you like to see more competitions in other whiskeys like ryes, American light whiskeys? We're game. Just let us know. We want to know that you want to see this on the channel, although we don't want to waste your time. We know this is not a waste of time. So we hope you will like, comment, and share. And as always, please drink responsibly, never drink and drive. And what say you, Daniel?
Until next time, keep it neat.
Keep it neat.